You're munching and so are the black flies.
This is how we eat.
Very carefully. So here we are starting Killarney Provincial Park's Cloche Silhouette Trail. And here are my two hiking mates.
Hi, I'm Christine.
And where are you from, Christine?
I'm from Toronto.
Okay, and?
Hi, I'm Maurice and I live in the Blue Mountains.
And I'm Linda, trail name Diddley, also known as the Healthy Hiker. And welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a long distance hiker and called the Healthy Hiker because my mission is to get people up, out and into nature and healthy and happy through hiking. So thanks for joining us on the journey. Here we go. We're 1 minute in and the heavens have opened.
But it's, you know, if you only...
If the bridge falls in the forest, does anybody hear? So we're about 2.5 hours in and about 5.5 kilometers, maybe 6. And the trail is very technical. It's wet after heavy rain. The mozzies are everywhere, all over us. But we're well covered and we're sprayed and we're making it through. And the universal trail marker of a rock cairn helps us navigate because we came up here, wouldn't have known where to go. Hey, we're on our final approach to day 1's campsite at H6. Everybody's still smiling. You gotta smile or you'll cry. The mosquitoes are in the millions. Watch. Do you hear them? And here we are. Oh, comes with a camp chair. Day 1 is done. Oh, I'm still working on getting the black flies and mosquitoes out of my tent. 1 day down, 6 to go. Yeah, that was some kind of overnight bite. And there might be one over here too. The only exposed flesh. And they found it.
What lessons did we need to learn?
Yeah, great water source for sure. We'll fill up. And I think that's our crossing down there. Time for a wildlife report. 1 snake, 1 turkey vulture, and just now, 1 big, beautiful deer. This is Manu.
Hey.
And he's just joined us for a little bit. The rest of the healthy hikers are back there. And Manu, where are you from?
Mississauga.
And have you've hiked this trail before?
No, first. I tried last year. It was unsuccessful. I was kind of storming into the trail. I was a little tired. I met with an accident, twisted my ankle so badly that I couldn't walk. I was airlifted by OPP, taken to Sudbury Hospital, so it was pretty bad.
And how did you get in touch with the OPP to rescue you? This, folks, is really important.
You don't have this, you cannot come here.
I have one here, and Christine has the same one on her pack. And that's giving us all total safety security. Really important. Number one priority as a hiker, stay safe. So one of the things I've learned in my long distance hiking is to expect the unexpected, hope for the best, be prepared for the worst. And right now, we are heading back the way we've just come the last couple of hours, because we were hiking along with Christina in front of me, and all of a sudden, I said, "Christina, where's your tent?" And her tent is usually strapped to the bottom of her pack. And by way of talking about where we noticed it last and looking at photos, which are helpful, we've determined that it's no further than 1 hour back. And we're gonna head back the way we came and see if we can find it. But we are dropping Maurice at a nearby site just in case we don't make it back in reasonable time. This isn't the site that we've reserved, but in an emergency, you do what you have to do. And she's got it. Yeah, baby, she's got it. Well, isn't that great? Yay! So we're adjusting our mileage. Today ended up shorter than expected. Tomorrow we won't make where we're supposed to be. We'll be a bit shorter, but the next day is supposed to be a short day. We'll just make that a bit longer, and it'll all even out in the end. Good morning. It's day 3, and it looks like it's going to be another beautiful day. It is, however, quite crisp this morning. Fire starter Marie's has got a nice fire going. Yeah, it was a cold night. It's 4 degrees this morning. This is site H17. So we just collected the water because it was a really accessible spot, and the water's moving. It's lovely and clear. And I wouldn't want to camp here though. There's no room for a tent. And it's so funny how some of these sites, they'll say room for 3 or 4 tents, and then we get there and it doesn't even look like there's room for one. But then if it's your own site that you have reserved and you have to stay there, you find a spot. You can always make it work. Going up. No blue markers on the higher elevation, so we're following the cairns. Oh my gosh. Seriously, this part's no joke. You can't even see the top. It's so steep up there. Crazy. This is it. The infamous or famous, depending on your perspective, waterfall. I think we're really fortunate that this entire rock face isn't cascading with water at the moment. Oh man, this is a challenge. But we're being really careful, and the rest of it is up dry ground. That's day 3 done. It was a tough one. We started at an earlier campsite last night than anticipated because of the lost tent. We didn't get as far as we wanted to yesterday, so today we got to a different campsite, H22. Anyway, it was a very long day, about 11 hours of travel, but we had to take lots of water breaks, and then our filters were getting clogged from the particulates in the water, and it meant filtering took longer than usual. And we had some really technical climbs and technical descents. We had to come up the waterfall. So there were lots of periods of the day where we were moving at a snail's pace. But we just got to this site just in time before dark, set up our tents, and had something quick to eat and said goodnight. I think tomorrow will be easier no matter what comes, because for Christine and Maurice, this is a fairly new experience, and now that they've done it one day, if they have to do it again, hopefully it won't be so daunting. So good night, everybody. Sleep well, and I know I will. Good morning. Look at our view this morning. Cheers. Here's to day 4. And hopefully it's a little easier today. It was a tough one yesterday. But we're up for whatever the day brings. How are you enjoying your first backpacking trek so far?
Well, it's very advanced. I love adventure, and it's very adventurous for sure.
And coming down from H22, this is the easy part. Up there is all the rock and roll that we had to descend. The root that's down by your left knee. That's it. Yep. You can go in there. Yeah, right foot down. In. Oh, okay, big step. That's okay, that works. Every step we're taking is releasing the most heavenly natural pine scent. It's about 25 degrees, and under the direct sun on the quartz rock, it's very hot. And here we are. It's a lovely afternoon to be on a cliff. Well, we've had a fairly serious turn of events here. It's the bottom of day 4, and Maurice is injured. It seems to be a ligament in the back of her leg from her calf to her knee. She can go uphill, but she's in agony going downhill. The next 3 days are very difficult, and there's a lot of downhill as well as uphill. Together at the last water source just now, we made the decision, she made the decision, that we are going to call for rescue and try to get her out in the morning, because at the rate that she's hiking, she'd probably take about 6 more days to get out, never mind 3. And she and we don't have food for 6 days. And the risk for further injury is just way too high. So that's really unfortunate for Maurice. She's very frustrated, as you can imagine. I'm sure rescue won't be surprised. This is probably a frequent flyer sort of location. So that's the update. Okay. All right, so in order to use this little gadget for what it was really intended, you open the SOS button protector. So that's there, so make sure you don't accidentally push it. And I'll ask you one last time, you sure you want to do this? Well, what happens is I push, and then it's a 20-second countdown. And that gives me 20 seconds to decide to cancel it.
Well, I can't keep up. I can't keep up.
No, you can't. And so I'm just doing this on camera to share it with anybody. Okay, I have an emergency. I need you to send help.
Okay.
So we're going to hear another message back from them personally, and we will communicate back with them personally that you've injured your knee, or we think there may be a torn ligament, and we'll take it from there.